All right, Bomb Squad. It's episode 17. It's Tuesday, May 15th. I'm joined here, of course, co-host Tones. Tones, how you doing?
Well, let me tell you, Tom. You ever have a day when you're just walking around and you see someone that has like a smile on their face, but like a really big, stupid smile, and the only thing you could think is, why the fuck are you smiling?
They're called psychopaths.
Yeah, well, that's the kind of day I'm having. But yeah, how about you? How you doing, Tom?
I'm good. It's like 90 degrees down here. It's pretty fucking hot. But all in all, doing good. Yankees are on tonight. Just doing good. Happy mood today.
Good.
So quick shout out to the Slice and Dice Dreadcast for the shout out on their Instagram last night. That was awesome.
Thank you. Thank you. That was awesome. Yeah.
That felt like a little moment of fame right there. It's like, look at that.
Yeah, nice little shout out. Yeah, I mean, if any of the Bomb Squad out there, they're like horror movies, they're like scary movies, whatever. You give it a listen. They're good over there. They watch a couple movies an episode and they break it down. They just kind of talk it through, and they're funny. They do some good stuff over there.
And I mean, I'm a horror movie connoisseur, so
yeah,
I'm definitely gonna go listen. You know, I can quote The Exorcist from beginning to end. I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but I can.
Well, you might be possessed now. Like that might be why you could.
Possessed with talent, hosting a kick-ass podcast. And if we ever do get picked up, it's gonna be hilarious because like we might have like a really small part of our demographic that's just like, oh yeah, we have like the 25 to 45 male horror movie lover demographic locked up. We got that market cornered.
Oh yeah.
We're like a sports comedy podcast. It's like, oh yeah, we got the horror guys on our side big time.
If we market enough corners like that, that's all we need.
And the horror lovers out there are going to love our 4-pack of questions today. So
yeah, we got some good ones.
Definitely stick around for that. So the rundown of today's show. We're going to get into some baseball talk today for the Tuesday show. Then we're going to jump into our world famous segments. And then we have a 4-pack of questions to close it out. But first, we have some news, Tones.
Wait, hold on. Is it good or bad news?
It's bad news.
Oh, God damn it.
You're not going to fucking believe this.
What happened now?
It's in China. Popped up on the Twitter this morning while I was taking a dump. First thing I fucking see, a cockpit window breaks at 32,000 feet. The pilot sees his co-pilot nearly sucked out and dangling halfway out of the window. But the Sichuan Airlines flight lands safely with 128 people on board. The co-pilot and the flight attendant were injured. So... so I mean, ever since we started doing the news, it was the first bad news segment we did was the lady getting sucked out of the Southwest plane.
I still find that hilarious. It's so bad now
people are just getting sucked out of planes.
Yeah, what's going on? I mean, there's some we need to work on our windows, our glass ability. I thought we mastered that. I mean, like that's like the least of your worries when you're on a plane.
I was trying to find like what happened with the window here because I could see a bird hitting it and that happening, but like there's no bird. It just kind of exploded. So, and this guy, the pilot's quote was, "When I looked over to my side, half of my co-pilot's body was hanging out of the window. Thank God he was wearing a seatbelt."
That's horrifying.
And I bring it up every time with these. I'm terrified of flying to begin with, and I have to do it a lot for my job. And like people getting sucked out of airplanes every fucking 2 weeks is really just not helping that fear.
No, not at all. I mean, it's bad enough when you take a plane, you got to worry about, like terrorists or other malfunctions, maybe even like crashing into another plane midair. I don't know, like crazy shit. And like the one thing that's supposed to work, like the windows that you don't even think about, is like your biggest fear right now.
I'm full on aisle seat guy now, and I'm paying attention now. I usually never pay attention when they do the fucking I guess the instructions on if the plane goes down and stuff. Because like with the Southwest, it showed all those people with the oxygen masks on taking selfies, and they were all wearing the oxygen masks wrong. It's like, look at these idiots. And then I thought about it, I was like, man, I probably would have did the same thing if I was on that plane because I never pay attention. So I'm very attentive now when they're like going over. Direct your attention to the front of the plane and just like, all right, seatbelt check. Okay, I got my life bag under the seat here. Okay. Yep. But yeah, people getting sucked out of planes is a 2018 trend that I'm not a fan of.
No, this is a trend that we can leave behind. I'd be fine with that.
Yeah, we got to fix this. Fix the windows, everybody. Come on, planes.
We got to stop using Elmer's glue to put these windows in.
Is this like, are they all privately owned companies here? Like, I want them to take my taxes and like fix this stuff.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure they're privately owned. I mean,
fuckers.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about the Chinese one.
Yeah. Well,
But yeah, Southwest, I feel like I don't know.
Southwest.
I feel like the Southwest is kind of run like a government agency, like similar to it's like the DMV.
The FDA is definitely regulating all of them, but I just don't know, like, because like a lot of this stuff is just cost-effective decisions, and like they're stupid. You got fucking windows blown out, people getting sucked out. This is like the most horrifying thing I could think of, other than like the actual plane going down.
It's like 1 minute you're there, and like a second you're just gone. You're out the window. You're dead. You're free falling.
Yeah,
like, just like that.
That's terrifying.
You're sitting there eating your peanuts, drinking your little like mini soda that they give you, and all of a sudden you're dead.
Sucked out of a plane. Imagine it's like such a quiet like experience on a plane, and all of a sudden like the window breaks, you see somebody getting sucked out. Everybody's probably like, "Oh my god!" Oh man. So hopefully we don't have to report too many more of these people getting sucked out of plane stories anymore. But that's our bad news. So we will move on to sports. My God.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
Get that in there too. We are flipping the show on its fucking head once again. We're going to do baseball third. We're going to jump right into our 4-pack of questions. Then we're going to do our segments. And then we're going to do our baseball talk. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we got the horror critics in today, I think. Maybe. You got to draw them in immediately. I don't want to hear about sports talk right now, even though our sports talk is electric. But we'll do that at the end of the show because we do have a lot to talk about, including Robinson Cano just getting an 80-game suspension. Good. And fuck that asshole. Shit. So, Tones, with that, the 4-pack, number 1, what is your biggest random fear?
Now, most people are afraid of...
Wait. Before you even answer this question, I think I might have to change mine to getting sucked out of airplanes.
That's not random because it's
not random anymore. It happens all the time
right now. Yeah. It's you're more likely to get sucked out of a plane than not get sucked out of a plane. But mine, now most people are afraid of like heights. I'm not so much afraid of heights. I'm kind of fine with them. My biggest random fear is like when I see someone, like those videos of the people, like the Russian dudes just like hang off the building.
I can't watch those either.
No, that scares the shit out of me. I'm like, I don't want to see this guy die right now.
Oh, I hate that. I can't even like when I see that pop up on my Twitter of a guy holding a GoPro and he's like 700 feet in the air, like looking down, my body like falls to the floor. I can't, like, I freak the fuck out. I know exactly where you're coming from.
And like I said, like I'm not scared of heights myself, but even like if I like, I've frequented a lighthouse or two in my day. And when you're like up on the top and you're looking around, like people like go up to the edge and like kind of look over. I'm like, nah, fuck that.
It's like, nobody wants to see that, Dick.
Yeah.
Get a new hobby.
I'm just waiting for like a strong gust of wind to just knock this asshole over the ledge.
Yeah. So for mine, I have 2. I couldn't make up my mind because like one of them is kind of random, but it is like a legitimate thing. I'm terrified of like bees or insects like getting in my car, like, and I don't see them until like I'm going like 80 on the Parkway.
Yeah.
And like all of a sudden there's like a bumblebee. Ones that don't even sting. I hate bumblebees, the big fat clumsy ones.
Really?
Oh, I hate them. I hate them so fucking much, even more than like a wasp. If a wasp is there, I'm just like, all right, it's either death or get stung. But with like the big fat black bumblebees, I freak the fuck out. I hate them. They're so clumsy. They run into you and shit, and you're just like, fuck.
And like they're like heavy too, so like you feel them like when they run into you, it's like,
yeah. That'll get me into a fucking crash right there. Oh, there's a stat actually. I think it's 80% of like crashes that go with like there's no like defined reason of what caused the crash. They end up like later on down the road saying like, I think there was an insect in there and that's probably what caused it. And some guy like a bee comes in, he's like, motherfucker, dead. It could happen in Australia. You got fucking huntsman spiders jumping out from the visor. Yeah, imagine a fucking big spider hopping on your lap. There's no way I keep that car in control.
I think I would be dead before my car hit anything. Just like heart attack, just on the spot, just dead.
Oh, God,
spiders I hate too, especially the big ones.
Yeah,
the real big ones scare the shit out of me. Like there's ones that are like the size of like.
I think that goes for everybody too. Yeah,
there's like the bird-eating spider that like from leg to leg is like a foot long.
Yeah.
Like, how do you kill that?
Even if I'm afraid of crickets too, like the basement crickets. Yeah. Like if one of those hopped on my lap, I'm crashing into a tree at 80 miles an hour, dying a fiery, painful death. So that's like not that random. But I do have a really random one. And I used to have like nightmares about this as a kid, like all the time. It's kind of like my plane crash nightmares. But I'm just so afraid that like everything that we know about physics is kind of wrong, or there's like a glitch, and all of a sudden like Earth just like falls.
It just drops.
We just fall like out of nowhere. Like it just happens.
Where would we go? We would just keep falling.
We'd be dead pretty fast, but like the Earth just like falling out of orbit or something, and like we just fall into space. Like, oh god.
Or what if like it's like circling the sun, and all of a sudden it just like shoots out of orbit and just shoots straight ahead and just keeps going? It's like a giant meteor. Like,
yeah, like it doesn't make any sense, but like there's something in the back of my mind. It's like, hey, always be ready for that.
What are you gonna do? What is your contingency plan if the Earth just drops?
I don't know. I mean, because it will happen just out of nowhere. I mean, I try to get to a bunker just in case. I don't know. It would be over before you even knew it. I guess.
Where's your nearest bunker, huh?
My basement right now. I wouldn't go down there though.
I'd rather die.
I'd rather die than go down there. I'm terrified of my basement. I went down there once to check the furnace, and like I saw like 3 dead roaches, and I was like, "Ee!" Run. Oh man.
I just see you like checking out the furnace, like in Home Alone. When
my hand
in the basement.
my hand is like shaking with the flashlight because it's just so dark down there, and I know that it's just like an old musky basement, and there's definitely like I hate insects in general, and if I see like any sort of like roach walking around, I'm done. Yeah. The furnace can blow, like for all I care, as long as it kills the roaches. All right, so that was a good one. So question number 2 of our 4-pack. So. This is yours. This is a good one. I woke up to this at like 6 a.m. this morning. Thanks a lot. We talked about that in the Tons Boats.
Yeah.
Right the fuck up.
To be fair, my plan was to type the message and then hit send later. And I just ended up hitting send like out of habit. And I was like, fuck.
Because Tones knows I get up exactly 7:30 every morning. That's when I check. But like 6:30, that's knocked out one of my 8 hours.
No, that's not fair of me. I should have done that.
Unbelievable. But it was a good question though, so I'm not that bad.
Okay.
What is your favorite guilty pleasure movie?
So like this is kind of a more recent one. Okay. But La La Land. I don't know why. There's just something about that movie. It just gets me.
I haven't seen it, but I hate the fucking shit out of it.
I did too until I watched it. Even the first time I watched it, I was like, yo, fuck this movie. But then like a couple months later, I was like, I kind of want to watch La La Land again. It's just a delightful movie. Like, I don't know.
Is it really?
Enjoy it. Yeah.
I just have a problem with musicals, like in general.
I do too, but it's not even so much the musical. I just like the story and everything. It's I like Ryan Gosling. I like Emma Stone.
Yeah.
They're good. Yeah, it's a good movie. They're good actors. Like it's just a solid flick.
I just think of a whole bunch of hippies walking around the street singing when I think of that movie.
There's like 2 or 3 scenes with that. It's not even like
there's actual plot.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. After the first like half hour, there's barely any singing.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, there's still a little bit here and there, but like the big like musical scenes are like in the first 15 minutes.
I'm not gonna watch it ever. Because I don't want to support filmmakers making things like that. I don't want to see La La Land in my theaters. I don't want to see Chicago with Richard Gere. I don't want to see Moulin Rouge. I don't want to see any of these stupid like Broadway plays. Put it like Mamma Mia. Fuck all that noise. Stop making those movies.
All right. Well, you're missing out.
Maybe I will watch it. I don't know. Probably not though.
I mean, if anyone, you should like it more than me. Because
why?
All right. Go for it because you're getting
that's you're
the overline.
That's a second towards 7.
I couldn't resist.
Second towards 7. 7 equals a TNT punishment challenge, which we continue to bring home the point that you do not want to take any of these challenges. But Tones is well on his way, so that's still.
I'm feeling feisty today. I'm sorry.
Bones in our segments today, so like when I rant, that's when I'm gonna fuck up somewhere. But all right. Yeah, that's an over the line. So mine, this is going to be for the horror lovers out there. They're going to love this one. And this is like legitimate. This is like my favorite guilty pleasure movie. Have you ever seen The Good Son with Macaulay Culkin and Elijah Wood?
No, I haven't.
Oh, man. It's like this 90s movie. It's really bad. It's a terrible movie. Basically, like Elijah Wood and Macaulay Culkin are cousins. And Elijah Wood has to go stay with Macaulay Culkin's family for like a week or something like that while shit's going down in his home. And it turns out Macaulay Culkin is just straight up evil. He's just like he's evil. Yeah. There's no other way to describe it. He they went on a bridge one time to hang out and he had like a slingshot, fucking killed the dog, man. Macaulay did.
That's
it's fucked up, and it's got a fucking wild ending too.
Yeah.
Yeah, she basically the mom of Macaulay Culkin has to choose between Macaulay Culkin, her son, or her nephew Elijah Wood. Well, she's holding both hands and they're dangling off a cliff. She's got to pick one. Sorry to spoil it, but like,
yeah. Well, you don't
really
have to
not
say
that great of a movie.
who she holds on to, but yeah,
she lets one of them go.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
onto the jetty, lands on rocks. It's pretty gross.
Oh,
and they show it and everything. Pretty fucked up. But yeah, that movie is just. That's a wild one. Macaulay Culkin's just a really bad kid.
That kind of reminds me of you ever see The Orphan?
No.
It's a movie about this family adopts this little Russian girl.
Oh, there's your first mistake.
Well, and it turns out she's not actually a girl. She's just like a little person's
disease. Tranny?
No. Well, she is a girl, but she's not like a little girl. Like she has like the Andy Milonakis disease where she just like stops like growing at a certain age and she looks like a little girl.
Oh, so they adopted like a 50-year-old Russian woman?
Basically. And she tries to like seduce the father and like tries to kill the mother. Like it's a whole like fucking it's crazy. It's crazy.
See, that's what I'm talking about right there. Fuck wow, man. I want to see Orphan right there. Accidentally adopting like a 45-year-old Russian woman thinking that it's a child.
That'd be fucking crazy.
That's bad. It's just bad judgment.
And she tries to murder your entire family. Yeah, that's
terrible judgment. There's plenty of other kids out there that deserve a better shot than her to get adopted.
That's why you just take a little Chinese baby, you know?
Oh man. Okay, so that brings us to our third question of the 4-pack. So, Tones, what is your favorite movie of all time?
Goodfellas.
Goodfellas?
Yep, favorite movie.
All right, so so Batman is going to get dropped into the plot of Goodfellas. So how does that change everything?
I feel like they get Henry Hill gets like brought down a lot sooner. Probably with Batman in there. I mean,
I was going to see if you're going to have Batman like join the Goodfellas or actually be a cop and just go for justice.
No, he might like Bruce Banner, not Bruce Banner, fucking Bruce Wayne. Bruce Wayne might end up becoming one of the Goodfellas, and then like he uses that to get in and like take them out and like infiltrate them.
Yep, like The Departed.
Yep, exactly like that. So that would be interesting. Imagine Christian Bale just yelling at De Niro.
Yeah.
You talking to me?
Did you rob that airport? So mine is Braveheart. I fucking love Braveheart. So if we drop Batman in there, it's definitely a good thing. That'll help William Wallace. I was actually thinking about this all day. So if you get Batman like on the Scott side, like you'll probably, I mean, they won without him. They didn't need Batman, but Batman will help. So I was thinking like, I guess like the biggest plot change that you get with Batman is right after William Wallace gets betrayed by the nobles and gets sent to prison and eventually put to death. Batman would have got him out of there.
Oh, for sure.
William Wallace would have never had the freedom speech. Batman would have saved it.
Movie probably would have sucked. No freedom speech.
But I was also thinking because Bruce Wayne is so rich, and like if you're going to those times, like what if like you send him too far back in time, he's a noble, and then like he betrays the betrayal, the common man.
But Batman always stands up for good. He knows what's right.
Yes.
He does stand up for good. But let me ask you this. Does he have the Batmobile? Because that'd be pretty badass to see him just no?
Okay. You know what? Yeah, you get the full Batman package.
Yeah.
I was thinking if you're going to like, something like 1400 AD, like,
if he just shows up with the Batmobile, what would you do if you were like, like the random Scotsman or an English soldier fighting the Scots?
And also Longshanks, and you saw Batman with the Batmobile, I'd run.
Yeah, I guess that's the only thing you can do. I mean, I'm going to throw rocks at this fucking armored
Shoot
car.
bow and arrows at it. That's not going to work. Just run over all the horses. He doesn't even need to fucking fight anybody. He just runs everything over.
Yeah, he just drives back and forth, just taking people out.
He would have got Scotland to freedom like way sooner.
Oh yeah.
And they would have been like, all right, surrender.
So then Batman would have been William Wallace. He would have been,
William Wallace would have just been like a nice like sidekick. He would have been a really cool Robin, like Mel Gibson as William Wallace / Robin. Like, sign me up for that.
Yeah, I don't know if Mel Gibson would sign on to be Robin though. I feel like he's got too big of an ego.
Well, Mel Gibson in the character role of William Wallace, all he wants is to defeat tyranny. Okay, because tyranny is a terrible thing. And if you were to say, "Here's Batman to help you out," I'm sure he'd be fine with it. Tones. Okay,
fair. That's fair. I'll give you that.
All right. So, question 4 of our 4-pack. So, Tones, what's a really random or obscure movie that not a lot of people know about, but you fucking love that movie?
So this one you definitely haven't heard of, or well, I shouldn't say that. You probably haven't heard of. It's called The Lobster.
I'm not.
Okay, so it's Colin Farrell, John C. Riley's in it. The chick from The Mummy, I forgot her name. She's in it. I think it's
The
a British.
brunette?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's a British movie. But basically, it's in a world where, if you reach a certain age and you don't find like a partner, like a husband or a wife or whatever, they send you to this resort for singles, right? And you can kind of go around, trying to like kind of speed date kind of thing. But if after like 30 days, I think it is, you don't find somebody, then they turn you into an animal.
Oh no.
Yeah, any animal you want. So this guy picked the lobster. I'm not sure exactly why. I'm sure there's a reason behind it.
What a terrible choice.
Yeah, I don't know why he picked the lobster, but it's a real interesting movie. I don't even know how to describe it. It's just him and like in the chick from The Mummy, they try to like fake it that they're together. I don't want to give too much away, but it's like I don't know.
So I got Orphan and Lobster to watch after the show.
Yeah, you got some movies. You got some movies lined up.
What would you choose if you couldn't find anybody? It's just, so like we're 26. I've never had a girlfriend or boyfriend, so I'd had somebody a long time ago.
I'd have to pick a monkey.
That's a good one. Closest
I'm
thing.
a huge fan of monkeys, and yeah, it's not even that. I just love monkeys. Like I'd love to be a monkey, just like throw shit at people and like oh, that's cute. Trees. Yeah, eat bananas. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I'd like to be an elephant. Elephants look good. They look like they come with a good brain. I think they're really smart.
That's
those
what
animals.
They say they never forget.
Yeah,
just rumbling, bumbling, stumbling around.
Hashtag 9/11. Good for the elephants. Never forget.
That's an over the line.
What?
The elephant. Yeah, I'm sorry. You can't.
I'm sorry. Whenever I hear "never forget," I think hashtag 9/11.
Yeah,
elephants. Probably remember.
I'll look back at it. I'll decide. I'll decide later.
That's fine. I haven't had any. I've been on a very, very nice. I've been a good boy since we decided to do these countdowns. So
yeah, man.
All right, so for mine, I don't know if you ever heard of it. Have you ever seen Phenomenon with John Travolta?
No.
Oh, I love this movie. I watch it every time it's on. It's like this real obscure movie from the 90s. So like John Travolta is just like this common guy from a small town getting drunk at a bar with his buddies. It's on his birthday and he stumbles outside and there's this big light in the sky and it hits him. And all of a sudden he's a genius with telekinetic powers.
Whoa.
Yeah. And it's great. Like he reads like 100 books a day sort of thing. And he knows everything like, in a week. And it's like really fascinating. Yeah. But then like, it starts to get a little bit too much. And like once like his buddies and like the people in the small town discover that he's got telekinesis, they're just like, he's fucking freak, And that's like the woman he wants, like, it doesn't really have to do with telekinesis. She's just kind of a bitch. You got to see it. But she's got like trust issues or something. I don't know. She's a real bitch in that movie. She of all times, it's like it could help somebody out. It's like when, the guy who likes you and you like him back has got telekinesis and everybody thinks he's a circus freak now. That's when you got to go back and help him out. Yeah. Forrest Whitaker's in it too. He's great.
Okay. Did he have the lazy eye in that? Has he always had the lazy eye?
Forrest Whitaker?
Yeah. He's always had. Okay. So it's not like he got hit in the head.
It's not like your eyes like works for a long time, then all of a sudden it just gets lazy and like collects disability checks. Just sits on the couch, fucking doesn't do his job anymore. He's always
starts smoking pot.
He was in Fast Times at Ridgemont High, which is like 1980, and I think he was only like 20 in that movie. It's probably his first role. Yeah, I was lazy as shit in that one.
Okay,
and confirm. But yeah, you should check it out. I'll watch Orphan and Lobster. Maybe not Lobster. I'll think about it.
Out of the two, Lobster's definitely the better movie.
Really?
Yeah. Orphan's good. It's like good to watch like once through, but like it's kind of a shitty movie. It's like one of those like kind of.
It just sounds like a very avoidable plot.
Yeah, no, it's just I don't know. It's like the father. I don't know. Like the mother's like, this girl is evil. Like she's trying to kill me, and like the father's like, no, she's fine. Even though
so it's one of those movies where you should have called the police and all would have been fine.
Yeah. He definitely could have called the police, but then like they probably wouldn't believe you because like she played all innocent whenever anyone else was around.
Yeah, the bitch. That Russian. Yeah. All right. So I'll watch Lobster and you can watch Phenomenon.
Okay.
And then we'll report. We're recording again tomorrow, so we'll save it for the Saturday show or something like that. Because I want to see. I want to get Phenomenon. God, that movie's great. All right, so we're going to take a quick commercial break. Then we're going to come back and do our world famous segments. All right, welcome back. So we have a world famous segment. So Taylor Hicks, please, would you do us the honor? All right. So per usual, we have like, a leadoff hitter now for our segments, even though we change them all the time. I like having the riddle to start because these have been great and they're fucking hard to get you with. And I finally got you with the first riddle last episode on the Saturday show on a Sunday. So I'm in like the depths of like Google pages finding the most obscure riddles. Like, they're still always gettable, but they're intense.
You're like on the dark web buying riddles with Bitcoin.
Much. Yeah, like I do it on my work computer too. They're just like, this guy's just looking for riddles, like, once a week. Like,
hey, yeah, the IT guy's like, oh, Tom's very inquisitive.
Yeah, he just likes to test his mind. How about that? All right, so here's the riddle. I'm going to read it to you. You can start the intense music. So, Tones, Many have heard of me, but no one has seen me, and I will not speak back until spoken to. What am I?
Can you read that one more time?
Many have heard me, but no one has seen me, and I will not speak back until spoken to. I'm starting the clock, and you have 1 minute to solve the puzzle.
Many have heard me, none have seen me. What was the last part?
And I will not speak back until spoken to. 20 seconds in.
The truth?
No, not the truth. Thinking deep. I like it, though. We got a philosophizer.
Many have heard me, none have seen me. Sound? Echoes.
Damn! You got it.
Is it Echoes?
You got it. It's Echoes.
Let's go!
38 seconds it took you to get that. Fuck, man. That was a perfect riddle. God damn it.
5-1?
Yeah, you're 5-1. That was a tough one. I can't believe you got that. You started out with truth. I was like, this guy's on a fucking runaway train in his brain.
Yeah, that was I don't know how I landed on Echo. It just kind of.
I thought you were gonna go down like the Socrates train, just be like truth.
What is truth?
All right, so Tones is 5-1 on riddles. All right, okay, that was a good one. That was a competitive one. So it took you 38 seconds to get it. So. With that, we're going to get into our second segment, which is a Tones Bones, that we owe you because I accidentally skipped it in the last episode. So I guess, I don't know if you have a new bone to pick, but yeah, my bone was from the weekend. I'm pissed. Can I just jump right into it? Can I do my bone?
Yeah,
I'm fucking furious about it.
Tom.
I'm fucking pissed at golf coverage, man. I'm so fucking sick of it. And especially, like, they have to understand, they keep talking about it. If you're not a major tournament and Tiger Woods is playing, we want to see him. That's the only reason that we're watching. We don't give a shit if Tiger's not in it. And a lot of times Tiger isn't really on the top of the leaderboard when you get into Saturday rounds. So this Saturday, he shot a 65. He fucking made 6 birdies in the front 9. It was electric. And everybody fucking missed it because the coverage didn't start till 2 and he had a 10 a.m. tee time. It's such fucking bullshit. Like, and then the coverage starts and all the good guys that you want to see have finished. Yeah. It's like, what the fuck are you thinking with this, man?
They should either start the coverage earlier or even like put like a stream somewhere like online that. So if you want to watch it, you can. Yeah.
I don't know what they're thinking. Like, I don't know why they can't like just see this logic. Like, I think their logic is like, no, we can get better ratings by putting something else on, and it's too expensive to have it throughout the entire day. It's like, well, buddy, if you have Tiger Woods on your TV, people are gonna fucking watch. That's what you need to trust. You need to know that. I'm sitting here watching like the live from the Players Championships, where it's just 4 fucking guys sitting in seats discussing, like, oh, apparently Tiger just made birdie on 8. It's like, fuck, I want to see it. I don't want to see you fucking ass clowns sitting around talking about it. Christ.
And the only thing more boring than golf is watching people talk about golf.
Yeah, I fucking agree. And it was right when the coverage started. I think Tiger like finished his par putt on 18, like at 158. Coverage started at 2, and then you're just like, "Fuck this! I'm not fucking watching. I'm not gonna watch.
You should
Fuck
protest.
It. Fucking I literally sit there and protest. Like, I want to watch it, but I'm not going to because I'm so fucking pissed at you, incompetent pieces of shit. Fix it. Just fucking fix it, PGA.
Fucking fix it.
All right, that's my bone.
That's
No
good.
over the lines either. Huge.
No, that was good. You stayed kosher, and you really you were fired up. I like it.
If golf was a black sport, that would have been an over the line. Oops.
Easy there. All right.
It's an over the line.
Yeah. Okay. I'll give it to you.
Red flag. Sorry. That was just me being mad at basketball, taking away coverage, taking coverage away from hockey, which I wish we'd talk about. We committed to being a baseball podcast, but these NHL playoffs have been fucking electric.
The thing is, I don't watch hockey. I don't really know enough about hockey to talk about it.
Yeah.
So
I can't talk about it. But I love to watch
talking. Yeah, no, it's playoff hockey is good. I haven't watched this.
Well, as a Metallica lover, I love things fast. Okay. New Jersey, New York guys. I love Metallica. I like my shit fast. That's why I don't like TV shows. They go on too long. I want a movie that wraps up in 3 hours tops. And that's why. Basketball's slow, dramatic, fouls all over the place. I hate it. But anyway, so what is your bone to pick?
Okay.
While I cool down over here.
I have a bone to pick with a printer at my job. So if we have any new listeners, they don't know me. I work in a fish department in a big in a warehouse kind of store. And whenever we get the shellfish, the clams, the mussels, oysters, whatever, we have to put shellfish tags on that say where they came from, when they were harvested, all this stuff, because shellfish, you could get sick very easily.
Oh yeah,
and they got to be able to track it back. So we got to print it out. We have a special paper that we use. It's thicker because it's waterproof, because the mussels are wet, there's ice, all that stuff. So for some reason, the printer works fine with normal paper, but whenever you put that paper in, so there's 2 slots where the paper comes out. There's the normal one, and then there's one on top where, for whatever reason, whenever it comes out of that one, it curls up into a complete circle.
Okay.
Now I have the stack of paper. Now, on any given day, we could get 50 bags of mussels, 50 bags of clams, it's a lot of shit you got to print. And then half of them are rolling up. So the whole thing is rolling up.
So they're all coming out like scrolls.
Yeah, exactly. You got to take them
tablets
apart and put them together. But you can't even lay them flat because they all just roll up. And even the ones that come out flat, they'll end up rolling up because there's just rolled up ones in the pile, and it's just
so your printer's just like feeding you diplomas.
Yeah, basically. And it's and I try to, because if you grab the ones that come out straight and you grab them quick enough, then they'll just keep coming out of there. But sometimes you can't grab them quick enough, so then they start coming out of the other one, and then you're trying to grab both of them at the same time, and it's a fucking nightmare.
Just tubes
of paper flying everywhere. I don't know.
Every time we do this podcast, I go to work so thankful that I'm not you. No offense.
Thanks.
You waking up at 3:30 in the morning. You got printers that spit out diplomas instead of just regular printed sheets. You get stupid customers.
People forget about RG2, the ice cart with
the big ice cart with a busted wheel. It's a freezer that you work in. It's cold.
Yeah, it's very cold. I don't have a chair. I just have to stand all day. It's woe was me. But no, there's no but. It sucks.
Yeah, you just gotta. There's so many. You gotta fix the ice cart, the printer with the diplomas.
There's so much shit. There's no fixing it. That you fix that, there's something else.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to see. Keep us posted on the toilets and the printer from now on too.
Oh, the toilets too. I forgot about the toilets.
Yeah, the toilets that spit water up when you sit down too fast and the sensors go off.
Now notice that this bone, I wasn't really worked up about it. It was just more of a defeated bone. There's nothing I can do.
Just overwhelmed with defeats. Oh man. All right. That was a good session of Tones Bones. That was very therapeutic.
Yes.
I hope the PGA office is here this episode.
Oh, they're definitely listening.
Yep. Good. All right. So segment 3 is Ask Us Straight. So Tones, we've talked about the trend of incest porn and stepmom porn and everything that's going on in the straight porn community. Everybody's talking about it. It does seem to be an epidemic. So I want to ask you, where do you see this trend going towards? What's going to be the next big trend? Because I feel like before this, it was probably anal for you guys, which is long history.
Yeah, for a while. There was anal, but anal was kind of, Yeah, it was kind of viewed as like taboo, or like not so much taboo, but it was more of like the low budget stuff would do it. Like the real like kind of, you could tell the real like kinky like backroom shit was like the anal.
Yeah.
And now it's like mainstream. If you don't do anal, you're a prude.
Yeah, and
You
I
know?
feel like it's the same case probably with the incest stepmom stuff, right?
Well, I mean, it's not
'Cause it
like
is
if you don't
taboo.
fuck your mom, you're a prude. Like, no, it's not. It's not going down that line exactly. I don't know. That's a good question. I mean, what's next? I mean, I don't even know where you go from here. Like bestiality, necrophilia. Like, I don't know what the the next one in line
Speaking
is.
of necrophilia, yeah, I watched that documentary, well, that movie last night on what's his name?
Jeffrey Dahmer.
Jeffrey Dahmer. But
Yeah.
it wasn't like a documentary of Jeffrey Dahmer. It was a movie about him in high school. So it was like a coming of age tale that just went terribly bad.
Yeah, apparently.
Kid just trying to fit in high school and make friends and like, you know, get a girlfriend. And you're rooting for the kid. If you didn't know anything about him, you say he's a good kid. He's a little off. And then it just goes south like real fast.
What's the name of the movie?
My Friend Dahmer.
My Friend Dahmer.
Good. Got like 84% on Rotten Tomatoes, but like I think, I don't know. It's actually very good, but it's like not at all. It's about everything before he kills anybody. It's just
Okay.
him just trying to fit in. It's like Perks of Being a Wallflower, but then it goes terribly bad, sort of thing. But anyway, please continue your train of thought. Do you have any thoughts on where your trends are going? If you went from anal to incest, what could possibly? Maybe it is
I really don't know. I feel like it's just going to keep getting more and more violent.
Whoa!
Like, there's some violent shit out there that some people watch. Like once they bring out the cattle prodders, I'm like, this is too much. I don't know if I need.
Are you pulling up a porn site right now just to look at what's out there?
No. I'm thinking. I'm looking off in the distance. Just kind of.
Let's see what they posted up in Pornhub.
Thinking. Yeah. No. I don't know, man. It's I think there's gonna be more and more amateur stuff too.
I bet it goes to stepsisters. How about that?
Oh no, there's plenty of that. There's plenty of that. I would say there's even more of that than the stepmom stuff.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you like that, by the way? Do you like stepmom stuff? Do you ever like find yourself just like this is a cool idea? Imagine I had a stepmom and I just banged her. Is that something you'd like?
I don't watch it like with that intent, but like if I see like if like the girl is hot and it like I like, you know, you do like the preview thing where you like scroll and it like if it looks like good, I'll watch it. I'm not, you know, against watching it, but like I'm not there for the fact that it's a stepmom, stepsister.
You don't read the IMDb synopsis before like hopping in?
No. I don't go into all that. Yeah, I don't know what's next. That's a really good question.
We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Yeah. I'm interested to hear what's going on over there. It's the first. I always go to Pornhub.com before I have to go to the gay part of it, so I always see like what's up there, like originally before I switch over to that page. But like, I do see it like a lot. I mean, I'm only seeing the first like 4 videos, and then it's like, it's one of them is you know, always going to be stepmom having sex with her stepdaughter or something like that. It's like these stepmoms are running rampant.
Yeah, they're a problem. They need to be.
Poor dad.
Yeah, their whole family's fucking. He's not
cheating on me with my daughter. Sick fuck. I would love to get one of those. See like the stepdad catching him, just being like, "Fucking, what is going on?"
Well, if it's a porn, he's probably joining in.
But. Yeah, that's true.
What do you think is worse? Like if your like wife is fucking your stepdaughter or your stepson?
Stepson for sure.
Okay, yeah, that's what I would say. It's like a mini you. Actually, I don't know. No. Let's stop talking about incest.
If my son was banging my wife, I'd be upset.
Oh, definitely. I'd definitely be upset. The daughter, I would still be upset, but I'd be
upset. But it's just like, no, they're just experimenting. Practice. It's cool. All right, so that was fun. So that brings us to our 4th segment out of 5. So we have an Ask Gay, opposite side of the coin.
So is sword fighting prevalent in the gay community?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it is.
Well, like, do you guys ever do it for fun, or do you just like? Yeah.
Well, no. We don't like fucking like fence. It's like a little fun thing. Like once you're like doing the deed, as I always like to call it, you stand up your butt ass naked. You both have boners. It's fun to like kind of just shimmy your dicks at each other and just kind of slap them.
Oh
It only goes on for a few seconds. It's not a competition. It was. I lose all the time.
I regret asking this question. I have some
Sorry.
mental images.
Christ in there.
Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Yeah, that was. I immediately regret that decision.
Hey man, it's just called love. It's called fun.
No, I mean, listen, do you? I just didn't like. I wasn't expecting like that kind of imagery. That was a very vivid description.
They're prevalent.
You could have just said yes. Let's move on.
Well, then that sucks for the segment. The guy get grossed out about your stepmoms having sex with your sons over there. Like, come on. A couple of dicks slapping each other is no big deal. We all got them. They all look the same. Even though you say that some are bigger than others and some are a different color, but they're all the same anatomy.
Yeah, you're not wrong there.
All right. So with that, we move into our sixth segment, which is Stay Woke, which is a conspiracy theory segment that Tones is our conspiracy theory expert. He knows everything about every conspiracy, which is just a huge asset for the show. And he's going to explain the conspiracy. We'll talk about it, and we will, at the end of it, we'll determine if it's a legit conspiracy or if it's hoopla. Before we even get into that, so the last one we were talking about the Titanic insurance fraud case.
Yeah,
that was fascinating. But we pretty much I don't know if this could be a conspiracy too, what you sent me, but we'll give her a shout out anyway. So Violet Jessup, she was a ship nurse, and she survived on each of the three sisters: Titanic, Britannic, and Olympic. Excuse me, sorry, Violet. While she was on board, the Olympic collided with the warship and nearly sank. The Titanic hit an iceberg and sank, and the Britannic hit an underwater mine and sank. Violet survived all three.
Yeah. So, I mean, if anyone, congratulations to her for surviving.
Good for Violet.
Good for Violet. And if anyone knows if these conspiracies are true or not, it would be her.
Yeah.
She has got a front row seat to it all. I mean,
she's like, there are no mines on the Britannica.
Iceberg? More like ice cube.
Iceberg? It was 75 degrees out.
We were sunbathing.
But anyway, so Tons, what do you got today?
So this is actually by viewer request from
No way.
Yeah, from if any of you Slice and Dice Dreadcasters are out there, from J-Mac, as you know him, my cousin.
Shout out J-Mac. Good man. Yeah. Never met him, but he's a good man.
Yeah, he's probably in my top 10 favorite cousins. Put him up there.
Is that a shot?
It might be. Might be a shot.
Put a gunshot in there.
Okay. So, all right, let me get started. So it has to do with did Stanley Kubrick fake the moon landing? Was he the one that filmed
Stanley Kubrick?
Yeah.
The director of The Shining.
Absolutely. So I got some facts here. I got some stuff. I'm just gonna start rattling it off. Okay. So, as you may have known, he directed 2001 Space Odyssey, which came out a year before the moon landing supposedly happened. And it's still, to this day, one of the most accurate space movies, in terms of physics and how, the people walk in space and all that.
I haven't seen it. I've heard it. I didn't know it was a Kubrick movie, to be honest with you. So I'll probably end up watching it now.
Yeah.
Probably even tonight. Sorry, Lobster.
Lobster will have to wait. Yeah. No, I've watched it once, all the way through, and it's pretty crazy. It's really trippy.
It's Kubrick behind it. Yeah, you don't even explain it. I know it's going to be good then.
Yeah.
So he knows what he's doing with moon stuff. All right.
Yeah, and there's a lot of the camera angles he used in the movie. They are also kind of in the moon landing video itself, so that kind of lends to that. But the majority of this theory stems from The Shining. Now, there's a lot of stuff in The Shining that kind of people think he put in as an homage to the fact that he did this.
Because I will say, too, to interrupt, I've seen The Shining fucking so many times, a million times. I even watched it the other night just for fun. I still don't understand it. I don't understand the ending at all of The Shining. And I've read everything, and there's really no clear answer. So yeah, I can get this point. I can get behind it.
Okay, all right. So I'll start going through the facts. So, when Jack Torrance, he ends up when he meets the hotel owner or whatever, when he first goes up there. He walks into the office, and there's, a couple eagles scattered throughout the office. He has the guy has a typewriter I forgot what the name on the typewriter. I think it's like Adler or whatever the word is on the typewriter. That means eagle in German. And the Apollo 11 logo, the Apollo 11
Yeah.
landed on the moon, is an eagle. So
Okay.
there's an eagle in there. The owner is wearing like all red, white, and blue kind of colors. He has a little American flag on his desk. And basically what this is saying is that this guy represents the American government, and Jack represents Kubrick, and how he kind of comes to them with this plan. Okay, you'll watch the hotel, which is, if you watch the movie through that lens where you see Jack as Kubrick the whole time and him watching the hotel as his film in the moon landing, a lot of the dialogue kind of works for both.
So you're saying that so the plot would be the government gives him like the moon landing set sort of thing, and he's got to create it however they want, and he's in the middle of nowhere, and everybody kind of leaves him alone, and he films what would be the moon landing, and is that what you're saying?
Yeah, more or less that's basically what you're saying, because the video I was watching, it took the clip from when he's going at his wife when she reads his all work and no play, whatever. And the stuff I can't remember. I probably should have wrote it down. What he's saying in that scene kind of plays for both sides. He's like, how much pressure was put on me? Like, what would happen if I failed? Like all this stuff like that. And then there's a couple other things. There's a lot of, if you look like in the background of certain scenes, there's a lot of, not so much the letter A, but like things shaped like A's, and then like things shaped like ones, like right next to it, like A11, Apollo 11. A lot of those throughout the movie. And there's one scene where Danny is like playing on the carpet.
Yeah.
And he's wearing a sweater that says Apollo 11 on it, and it has the rocket on it. And when he's sitting down playing, the design of the carpet matches the shape of the launch pad that they launched the rocket from. And in the scene, he's wearing the sweater, and he stands up, like he's like crouched directly over like the launch pad, and he stands up like the rocket raising up. And then he walks into room 237.
Shouldn't have done that, by the way.
Shouldn't have done that. But so now this is where it gets kind of crazy. So room 237, in the book, it was room 217. Now, if you know anything about Kubrick, there's no mistakes in his movies.
Right.
Everything is exactly how he wants it. Now, 237, you say, why did he change it? Well, the moon is on average about 237,000 miles from Earth. So Danny stands up, the rocket takes off, goes to room 237.
Whoa.
And there's other little things in there, like in the background. Like if you look in the kitchen, they have Tang on the counters, Tang, the astronaut drink.
Okay.
Yeah, no,
I like this one.
It's just interesting. It's
I like this one because this is the one conspiracy, because I'm not a big conspiracy believer guy, but when it comes to the moon, like I don't know. I haven't looked enough into it. Like I have looked into it a lot, but like not enough to really just say like I don't think we went. But if we didn't, I can totally get it. Like why we do exactly get Stanley Kubrick to make it seem like we did go, because Russia was scary.
Yeah, no, they still are.
Really worth it.
They still are kind of scary.
Yeah. Well, not really. They're far away and they live in fucking winter wonderland. So fuck them. But yeah, all right. So I'm gonna think this is legit and not hoopla. I like this. I really do. So I'm gonna watch The Shining again through the eyes of it, as in Jack Nicholson is Stanley Kubrick, and it's kind of about him directing and filming the moon landing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Check it out.
That's badass. I can't believe I've never heard that before.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. There's actually,
even if it's not true, it's gonna be fascinating to watch it that way.
Yeah, no, for sure. It there's a documentary, I think it's on Netflix. It's called Room 237. It's about not just about the space landing, but other like kind of things in The Shining that Kubrick kind of put in there. It's really interesting. If you're you say you're a huge fan of The Shining, you should definitely watch that.
Yeah, because I'm still trying to make sense of the ending. When like he's in the picture from like years and years before.
Yeah.
And that just puts my brain into a pretzel. There's so many different theories and stuff. It's just like, why couldn't this just be about a guy who loses his goddamn mind because he hates his fucking wife and just slaughters everybody?
Because this is why you got you talking about it.
All this, but then all of a sudden, like, yeah, no, it's actually about the moon landing. Yeah. Who would have thought?
Yeah, no, I mean, this is why it keeps you talking, keeps you thinking about it, makes you want to go back and rewatch and be like, wait, maybe like there's something I missed that explains it. But no, it's just gonna keep going and going, keep watching it.
I can't wait to go to the office tomorrow and just be like, yo, moon landing never happened. Get this. You ever see The Shining? That's what happened. All right. So that's our world famous segment. So we're going to jump into baseball talk real quick. So Tones, like I prefaced with the show, Robinson Cano got suspended for 80 fucking games today. How about that? So the MLB said that he tested positive for furosemide, which is not a PED, but it's considered a masking agent. So 80 games right off the bat. He's playing the card like, oh, no, is prescribed.
You'll no say. You'll no say.
I don't know. You know what you did, Robinson.
You know what you did.
You whore. So, what do you got on Robinson Cano using PEDs? Oh, probably. I mean, he didn't technically get caught for PEDs, but 80 games, they're pretty sure that you use PEDs.
Allegedly. I mean, like you were saying, I think you were saying you don't like him anymore.
Robinson Cano?
Yeah.
Or PEDs?
Cano.
No, I hate Cano. Cano fucking robbed us over like $3 million.
No, I mean, I don't hate him. Like I'm never gonna hate a guy for taking as much money as you can get, because especially in a sport like baseball or any sport, really, you never know when you could have a career-ending injury or something happens. You know, so I'm
on board that too. But like he was like, when Jeter is going to retire, it was going to be Cano was the next Jeter. Like been here forever and all that, and like he threw that all into the trash over like literally like $3.5 million.
Yeah, I mean. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't hate the guy for it. I'm not a huge fan of his anymore. But the suspension, I mean, now this is my question, because he just got hurt. He just broke his hand, right? He got hit by a pitch. Now, does this suspension start now, or does it start when he comes back?
Starts right now. So he wouldn't be playing anyway. So
I don't like that. Like, I think,
I think the language of the rule is like effective immediately, no matter what.
Okay.
They're very strict.
Yeah, I mean, it's just
with good reason.
I mean, I'm not like totally against steroids, but like if you're gonna have a penalty like that, like you're not not helping the guy, but you're not penalizing him if you don't include the injury. He's gonna miss 30, 40 games with the injury anyway.
Yeah, he's got a broken fucking hand. Yeah.
So
he's gonna miss some time.
It's almost like there's still a little bit of a penalty, but it's not.
I don't think it's about missing time, because the Mariners suck balls. They're not going anywhere regardless. But like when you have an 80-game suspension for a PED failed drug test, like that, because he's got a Hall of Fame path on his resume right now, and this fucking hurts. Like this hurts big time. Yeah,
it definitely hurts. But I mean, there's guys can come back from that. Like Big Papi, everyone forgets Big Papi got caught with steroids.
A-Rod, I mean, like A-Rod was suspended an entire year, and now he's like he was suing the MLB and doing all this shit, but now he's back and everybody seems to love him again.
Yeah.
With him being like the media.
Everyone hated him when he was playing, but like now everyone loves him, which I
still hate him. He was a great asset for the 07 World Series, 09 World Series.
Yeah,
but he's just such a fake guy. I've never seen like a more fake human being than Alex Rodriguez.
I just think he's just kind of a weird dude, and he's just trying to fit in. Like I don't think it's like
he's definitely not an asshole. Yeah, he's just weird.
Yeah, I don't think it's malicious. I think it's just like he's just trying to fit in. Like the whole thing when he came over and he wanted to like be best friends with Jeter, and Jeter's like, "No, get away from me, dude." Like
there was a great quote. There was a great quote about people who play with A-Rod, and they said like the best way to describe it is that whenever A-Rod would say anything to anybody, he would think first like, what would A-Rod say to this question? How would A-Rod approach this situation? Before he never like give you a genuine thing. He was just literally programmed by his ego.
Yeah. I get that.
And Cano is nothing like that. Cano, I mean, he doesn't even speak English, for Christ's sake. So I don't know. He seems like a nice guy. He's one of those guys who looks like he speaks fluid English, and then you find out he doesn't at all.
Yeah,
it's like
Gary,
like Guerrero, Gary too. Yeah. Like Gary looks like just a guy who you want to grab a beer with, and like all of a sudden it's like no.
Who's was it Sammy when he testified in Congress and he just like all of a sudden didn't speak English?
Yeah, no, it was Sammy.
There was dozens of interviews with him of speaking perfect English.
Yeah. Sammy Sosa, that's a story for a different show.
Oh, no hablo inglés.
All right, so that's Cano. He's suspended for 80 games. So we'll have to see how badly. I mean, nobody cares about the Mariners, and he kind of flushed his career down the toilet by going there, by taking a little bit more money. He's been forgotten since he signed there.
It definitely wasn't a smart move. It's like you're making a little bit more money, but you're basically just gonna win like 80 games for the rest.
You're gonna waste away like the prime of your career. He
Yeah.
signed a 10-year deal, so I mean that's forever.
Yeah.
And like like when he signed it, the Mariners had nothing, and they still have nothing. Felix Hernandez is still their ace, and he's like 50. He's terrible.
They got Paxton now. Paxton's solid, but
yeah, that's true. But they should have more for being that
Seager.
bad for so long.
No, agreed.
All right, so we're gonna move into our Mortal Lock update. So today we're gonna talk about our wild card picks. Can I get a Mortal Lock sound check, please?
Yep.
Awesome. Don't put a fart in there this time. So for our Mortal Lock, we're gonna check in our wild card team. So we both had for the AL Boston and Minnesota. So Boston's 28-13. Obviously, as Yankee fans, we know damn well what Boston's doing. So that's a pretty solid pick. The Twins are 17-20. They're fucking average as shit. They're in second place in their division, but the Angels are fucking scorched earth over there. I think they're either one game, they're only a couple games behind Houston or above it. Houston, like it's a really close race over there. But those are looking like good picks.
Yeah, I mean to be fair, Minnesota last year came on at the end.
Yeah.
You know, they the last month or so, they really turned it on. And who knows? I mean, the Angels, like they're hot right now, but there's teams that get off the hot starts every year and they end up fading and not making the playoffs. So it's, anything's possible at this point. It's still only May.
Yeah.
And I mean, the Red Sox look like they're going to make the playoffs regardless of its wild card or the division title. So that pick's good. Minnesota, still up in the air. We'll see.
Yeah. It could be us too. Who knows?
Yeah, no, it could be. It's either going to be us or the Red Sox is one for sure.
For sure. Yeah. And then, I mean, the Angels, because they're in a race with Houston right now. I mean, like, even though it's only May, they're burying that other spot right now. I think they have like 25, they're like 25-17 or something like that, which is, pretty solid.
Yeah.
But, and then in the NL, so I had the Rockies and so did you. They're 23-19. And then I had the Mets, which was so dumb, such a dumb pick. They're 19-18. That's only because they started off so hot. They're a terrible team. You gonna meet the Mets in there?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, and then you had the Rockies, and you had the Brewers. The Brewers 25-17, and they look fucking fantastic.
Yeah, they. I mean, their pitching is still a little bit of a question mark.
Same with Colorado as well.
Yeah, for sure. But that lineup, I mean, you got Travis Shaw, you got Lorenzo Cain, Christian Yelich,
Ryan Braun's still around.
Ryan Braun.
Mm-hmm.
Who's the other outfielder they have?
Yelich, Braun, and
okay.
Yeah, I forget who the other one is, but yeah, Brewers. They're in I mean, that division, like the Cardinals are up there with them, and the Cardinals are winning games, and they're not that good. Like they're not. It's not that they're not good, but all the guys that they committed to long-term contracts with, like DeYoung and a couple of the other guys, they're playing like shit. Like the main guys they invested in are playing terrible, but they're still winning games. So take that as you will, They're still winning games when your best guys are playing like farts. Pretty good.
Yeah, no, that's pretty good. I mean, the Cardinals to me, like ever since like Pujols left and Matt Holliday, I feel like their entire team is just like, you ever play MLB The Show when you do like a franchise mode and you get so far in the future that there's no like real players anymore?
Yeah.
That's what this team feels like to me. Like I don't really know anybody or their face on this team.
They still got Wainwright.
Yeah, he's still alive? I didn't realize that.
He's still, well, barely. He got hurt again. He just came off the DL and got hurt again.
God damn it.
Yeah, so poor Wainer. But yeah, we'll keep you posted on those. So the Rockies, the offense is there. They're great. They're in second place in that division. Arizona looks good. They're pretty much neck and neck. I think a game apart, kind of like Yankees, Red Sox sort of thing. But that brings us to our third question, which is relating to the NL West. Do you think are the Dodgers fucked? I know it's only May, but like they are so bad right now. They're terrible. Let me read some stats. So they're 16-24. They're 3-7 in their last 10, and they're fourth in the West. And they're only in front of San Diego by like a game, and they're considered, by most, other than the Reds, the worst team in baseball when it comes to just rosters. So they're 7.5 games behind Arizona, and then they're like 6.5 games behind Colorado. So what do you think? The Dodgers, you're going to write them off? Is it too soon or?
I think it's too soon to definitely write them off, but it's a little concerning. I mean, this team, like not much has changed from last year.
Yeah.
Like, in terms of personnel. Yeah. I mean, what, did they lose somebody?
No, well, Darvish, but like he was a disaster. It turned
He
out.
was a late season pickup anyway. Like that's not he wasn't part of the team that won 100 whatever games or whatever.
Yeah, no, I mean like it's still Bellinger. It's still the ginger guy,
Yeah,
whatever his name is.
well,
And
he's been hurt. Puig was
yeah,
hurt for a little bit. Seager's out for the year. So yeah, they
and
definitely
as
have
we
some
know,
injuries.
our Cy Young mortal lock Clayton Kershaw is
yeah.
out again.
Rich Hill was hurt for a little bit.
Mhm.
So yeah, I guess
So
they've had some injuries. That definitely doesn't help.
yeah, but they were losing like this before the injuries because I mean Kershaw was pitching great and he was 1-4.
Yeah, that's true.
He had like a 2.26 ERA with a 1-4 record. Like that's red flag city right there.
I think it's one of these situations where like the team started off cold to begin with, like got off to a little bit of a rough start, and then the injuries just started happening and just started kind of snowballing. That's kind of the vibe I got from it because, I mean, it's basically the same team as it was last year that won 100 whatever games.
Yeah.
Except now they're just awful. Like, it doesn't make sense. Like,
yeah, I mean the injuries don't help, but like the NL has gotten a lot better. And their division specifically has gotten a lot better. Like Arizona and Colorado are two teams that are forces to be reckoned with.
They're on the up and up.
They're on the up and up, and they know damn well that the Dodgers are like a better team than them on paper, and they're going to try to win as much as they can because they're so sick of just having to compete for the wild card spot between the two of them. So like while the Dodgers are down, you just got to kick the shit out of them. You know,
absolutely.
Even the Giants are right there, but yeah, we'll have to see. I'm writing them off. I'm writing them off. I'm not even going to see. I said we'll wait. We'll have to see. I'm not going to see. They're done. I'm writing them off.
All right. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, the Braves are so good. Like, because I don't think they're going to win the division. I think either Arizona or Colorado is going to do it. Even though I have Colorado as like in the wild card game, I think Arizona is probably the better team.
Yeah.
So
overall,
Arizona is probably a better team just because they have more pitching depth.
Yeah.
Like they're still winning, and Robbie Ray he's hurt and he'll be back in a couple weeks. But once he comes back, it'll be Greinke, Godley, and Robbie Ray, and that's just such a better top three than Colorado.
Patrick Corbin too.
Yeah. So we'll have to see. But now with the Dodgers are done.
Yeah.
You hurry.
Okay.
I'm gonna put a soundbite in saying Dodgers are done. We'll put like some soundbite in there. I'll think of it later.
You want to console the Dodgers?
Console the Dodgers. Fucking toast. Writing them off in May. Love it. All right. So that brings us to our final baseball topic. So Tone's the bullpen cart in Arizona finally being used a little bit. A little golf cart, a little baseball on top of it.
I thought this was like supposed to be like league wide. Like, how come this is the first time we're like seeing it?
They're like the only ones that are like known to have it. I guess I haven't really looked too far into it, but like this is the only time it's been used, and it was both by away teams. Like nobody on Arizona has used it yet. So the first guy to use it was on Houston, and Colin McHugh used it. He came in and pitched 1 1/3 scoreless innings and got the save. And then the Nats closer Sean Doolittle used it a couple days ago, and he got the save easily, like one hit through one. Shut him down. So, I mean, like I was thinking about it. It's like I would totally use it. Like, not only is it funny, but like it's a long jog from like the bullpen to the mound. It's a lot of energy.
Yeah, I don't know if that. I mean, these are professional athletes. These aren't senior citizens. They're not getting gassed going from the bullpen to the mound.
I never know with those relievers though. I don't know what they do from a day.
Yeah, unless you're John Rocker who sprints in,
like Ultimate Warrior style.
Yeah.
Would you take the bullpen cart if you were like
I
think I would.
That's not a question. And I would I don't know. I would try and like spice it up a little bit. Like maybe like ride in on top of the cart, instead of like on the cart, and you like a little jousting stick or something.
I wish they had. I think we talked about it. Like I wish they had a motorcycle out there for like the closers. Like the 7th and 8th inning guys get the bullpen carts, but like the 9th inning guy, the home closer, gets a motorcycle.
Like when Undertaker rides in on the chopper.
There's like fog coming out of the bullpen, and all of a sudden the door just opens up, and you see a motorcycle fucking come out and get like the American Badass from Kid Rock theme, and they just take it to the mound, park it, and then like some stunt guy comes and takes it out, and then you just close the game. I mean, that would be the most, but only certain closers could have the motorcycle, like Chapman. Like the high heat guys.
Yeah, you have to throw over 97, 98.
We'll call it 98 for a closer. Yeah.
Throw over 98.
Charlie Morton's gonna be riding motorcycles everywhere. That's not his style.
No, he's not a chopper kind of guy.
No. All right. So that's the show. That's the show, Tones. So you got any post-show thoughts?
No, just if we have any new listeners that made it this far, thank you.
Yep.
We're proud to initiate you into the Bomb Squad.
Welcome to the Bomb Squad,
Yeah,
folks.
welcome to the Bomb Squad. Yeah, if you just, subscribe on iTunes, follow us on Twitter at TNT Dynamite Pod. I don't know why I can never say that right.
It's a tough one. It's a tongue twister.
It's a tongue twister. Yeah, just and feel free. I mean, just like tweeting at us, whatever. Like, you'll see our Twitters are on there too. You could like talk.
Yeah, Twitter's actually awesome. I think we only have like 12 followers, so follow away, huh?
We're at 13 now.
Yeah. And how many overlines did we rack up today?
We had 3.
So I had 1 and you had 2, or
you had 2. I had 1.
I had 2.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, there was.
So we're 2-2.
There was the basketball one, and then the 9/11 Elephants.
Oh, that's right.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So, final reminder to you. First one to 7 over the lines has to do a TNT punishment challenge. So, with that, we will send you into your Wednesday. We'll see you tomorrow. We're recording tomorrow, and then a Saturday show. So, have a great day, and make sure you have a good dinner tonight. I don't know. See you tomorrow, guys.